Crystal family, I'm Hibiscus Moon, and today I want to discuss with you exactly how to do a crystal meditation. And I've got 5 easy steps, so it's an easy 5-step guide. Also, if you're one of those people who thinks you can't meditate, stick around because I've got a 4-step meditation progression, and I guarantee you by the end of this, you are going to be able to do this meditation. Also, stick around to the end because I have an amazing free gift for you today that you're not going to want to miss out on, okay? So, question of the day today, do you already meditate with your crystals? Please type yes or no in the comments and let me know. And remember to click on the link in the description box. That's going to take you to my companion blog post where I have all the related links, all the resources for you. And remember, we're going to stick around at the end to find out what that free gift is, and you're going to want to use that link to get to it. Okay, so yes, we've read the books, and the crystal books are great for telling us what this crystal is good for, what that crystal is good for, but I always teach my students, I find the best way to make that bond, that connection with the crystal and know what crystal works best for you is to do your own research and to work with it. And a lot of times people will say, well, what do you mean work with a crystal? Well, one way to work with your crystals is by regularly, consistently meditating with them together with the crystal. So I'm going to get into exactly how I like to do that in a bit. And again, stick with me to the end because I'm going to tell you how you can get a free crystal meditation gift that I have for you. Okay, so let's first start with so many of you that tell me I can't meditate. All you need is practice, the right guidance, and a crystal can be really helpful for getting you to make it a regular practice and to get the most out of this practice. All right, so I've got some great tips for you today that anybody can use to get started. Even if you think you have that monkey mind and there's no way you can meditate, the ripple effects of meditating extend out into so many important areas of my life, my day. First of all, just promise me you'll give it 30 days and not quit after 1 time, 2 times, or 3 times. 30 days. Even if you're hating it and you think it's not working at all, trust me, it is. Just like a muscle, it will get stronger. The first 10 workouts or so, you might think nothing's happening other than making you feel really sore and ick, 2 days later. Your muscle meditation is the same. Okay, or your meditation muscle, is the same. And it needs strengthening to get stronger. And the only way to do that is to sit down and do it. So don't back off, okay? Make this promise to yourself. And after you've given it 30 days, and with the tips I'm going to give you here today, it's going to be so much easier. But after you've given it 30 days, if it didn't work for you, then give yourself permission to just go around saying, I can't meditate. But unless you've done that and given it a good college try, you don't get permission to run around saying, I can't meditate, okay? Deal? All right, so I've been working and meditating with crystals for many years now. So I have some tips I can share that work for me and that work for a lot of my students too, because they tell me all the time. I've been teaching a certified crystal healer course for over 10 years now, and they tell me that these tips do indeed work for them. Okay, so first let's talk about the benefits of doing the crystal work. So after working with a stone, you'll get to know not only its unique physical characteristics. I know some of my crystals so well. You could put them in a barrel of other ones and I'll pick it right out easily. But you'll also gain this bond, a better understanding of the specific vibrational frequencies that resonate with you with individual crystals. You're going to create that special bond with that mineral while that mineral is encouraging us to sit and listen to the messages that it has for us as a conduit from other realms or light codes that it's bringing in for us. Okay? Downloads that we might be getting. All right? What other realms may have to say to us without all the usual distractions of everyday life. And like I said before, it is a muscle that you have to learn to strengthen. Now, it does come naturally to very few people, I believe. Not to say that it's difficult for everybody, and it is extra difficult for very few people, but you gotta give it a good try. All right. So I don't meditate with like all my crystals. I have a lot of crystals. I have about 6 stones that I like to work with most often, that I've enjoyed getting to know their energy, and they've gotten to in turn know me in this resonant electromagnetic exchange, right? What crystal meditations do for me is that they help me to quiet my mind so that I can tap into my higher self, as well as open up channels for downloads and light codes and allow the crystals to communicate what it has to share with me or show me. Okay, I end up having these special connections with those few pieces, and you can expand outwards, but I just feel comfortable having that special connection with the few pieces that I don't have with others, because I've actually put the work into developing it. So it's really cool. It's really cool when you get to do that. So by doing this work, you also get some great side benefits too. I'm sure you know about the side benefits of meditation. You'll get to hone and strengthen those meditation skills and creating a regular, consistent meditation practice. Okay, everybody's telling us to do it right now, right? So I know you've heard it all before, but let me tell you again, because enough people aren't doing it. Practicing regular meditation really impacts your health. And I hear it all the time. I tell people meditation, they're like, yeah, I know I should get back into it. Maybe they just need to be reminded. Maybe you need to be reminded. I need to be reminded. So I'm sure you already know that the health benefits of meditation are endless. They go on and on. But one of the most important scientific benefits is how good it is at releasing stress. This for me is just icing on the cake to all the other spiritual benefits that we're receiving. But it's going to free you up from anxiety and worry and stress. And who doesn't need that right now? Who doesn't need that right now? Who doesn't want to be more happy, more calm, more relaxed, more in control of those kinds of worry thoughts and not letting them get crazy and causing anxiety and panic attacks even? So adding crystals into a daily practice totally amplifies the effect that you get from meditation, the benefits from meditation, especially if you use crystals that are more aligned with calming, like rose quartz, blue lace agate, lepidolite. Those are some good ones. Also, crystals make a focused meditation easier by giving you a tangible focus object to center you and keep you in the moment. So think of this daily practice, hopefully daily practice, as your spiritual nourishment, right? So this is something that's necessary for your spiritual growth, for good health, and for you evolving and awakening as a being. So I've got a simple 5-step guide, but first, if you're not, I want to do the 4-step meditation progression first. But first things first, if you really, really think you're horrible at meditating, if you're able to, go outside. Start in nature, because Mother Earth will always help you. Just being in nature, there's something about it that just, well, I know what it is, but I'm not going to get off on another tangent in this video. But the grounding effects you get from Mother Earth really help you to calm your mind down and get into this meditation more easily. All right, so if you really, really have a hard time, start out in nature if you're able to. All right, so that 4-step meditation progression where you feel that you've mastered a step. So I'm going to give you the 4 steps. When you feel you've mastered a step, then evolve your practice to the next step. All right, some real specifics here. I'm going to give you links in my companion blog post. So we'll get to those links. And remember, for anything that I'm referring you to, just go to that companion blog post. All right, so the first thing I recommend is you start with a guided meditation. All right, so I'll hook you up with a great YouTube channel that I like that does 10-minute guided meditations with music. And once you're good and comfortable with the guided meditations, then you can move on to the second step in the progression. You move to a partially guided meditation. So I really like Susan Piver. I'll link to you in the companion blog post, because she escorts you on the first few minutes and then lets you go on your own for 10 minutes total. And so it's good to start with the fully guided and then move into partially guided. Third step is to move to 10 minutes of on your own, no guidance, with just gentle music, like a Pandora station. I do have a Pandora station, a Hibiscus Moon Certified Crystal Healer one that's for crystal healing sessions, but I use it for meditation as well. So you just have some gentle music in the background, okay? And then do that for 10 minutes. And then the fourth step in the progression is to increase that to 15 to 20 minutes solo, no guided, with gentle music. You don't move to the next step. You don't ever have to move to the next step. But when you feel like you've mastered one step, then you can go ahead and evolve to the next one. All right. Now, if you really want to go, take it to, let's say, a bonus progression, if you feel called to, you can move to total silence. No gentle music in the background at all. Personally, I still like music in the background. It just helps me get into that state of mind. If it's totally silent, then I tend to focus on little distractions. So I still have work to do myself, definitely. All right, so you ready for my 5 steps, simple step-by-step guide on how to meditate with crystals? First step is to get into a sacred space. All right, I have a free e-kit that I give out on how to create a sacred space, why you want to create one, a private tour of my own. I'll give you a link to that in the companion blog post. You're getting tired of me saying that, right? But that's where all the goodness is. All right, so set aside a space to use for this purpose. And if you don't have an entire room, and not everybody does, a corner or a closet is just fine. You don't need to have all the accoutrements of meditation. You don't have to have a pillow and an altar, but anything you have that can make you more comfortable. Like a lot of times I like a blanket because I'm doing it early in the morning. It's the first thing I do when I wake up. So a blanket is often welcome because early in the morning I'm just getting up and it's kind of cool in the house. The next step is to use a chime or a bell or some tingshes, because this is a good audible signal to begin the meditation. It also kind of helps set the energetic space for creating that sacred space energetically, and it also energetically clears the space as well. So I always begin with some kind of an audible signal. Like I said, I like to use my tingshes. Okay, third step, try to keep your spine straight while relaxing your entire body, like loosening up, relaxing every muscle, your jaw, even your scalp, your ears. Focus on different parts of your body that might be holding tension or might be gripping or, tensing up. All right, this allows your energy to flow better. All right, then take your crystal, whatever crystal it may be, and hold it in a gentle way, not gripping hard. And Listen, I know all about piezoelectricity. I teach about it all the time. Yes, squeezing a crystal repeatedly in a very repeated manner does release piezoelectricity, but we don't need to do that in a meditation. And gripping is holding tension, and it could be blocking your energy. And remember, our goal here is to allow the energy to flow better. So hold it gently in your hand. We don't need to create any tension by gripping the crystal. The crystal works perfectly well without squeezing it. Plus, it needs to be a very precise, repeated squeeze to activate piezoelectricity anyway. So don't grip it, all right? So while you're gently holding the crystal at the beginning of your meditation, you can ask, please show me. And that gives it permission to show you, bring in downloads. Don't expect that to start happening right away. As you evolve your practice, you'll feel the energy of your crystal, and you'll feel it in training your energy, and perhaps messages, downloads, light codes, things like that can come through. Fifth step, just focus on feeling your breath. The whole goal is to try to clear your brain. It's okay if little thoughts flow in. They're going to. That's normal. Don't beat yourself up about it. You will notice it happening less and less the more consistent you are with the practice. The goal is to just feel your breath going in, going out. And a lot of times I like to envision it as though it's a gentle ocean wave at the shoreline, kind of like that speed of in and out, ebb and flow. Okay, you just focus on feeling your breath. So remember, I'm going to be gifting you with a guided crystal meditation that I'm guiding you through. So you're going to want to follow through to that companion blog post to see how you can go ahead and get that totally free. Let me know, have you done a similar practice? Have you not tried a crystal meditation at all? Do you want to declare in the comments maybe that you're going to do it and enact some accountability there for yourself? So remember to click on the link in that description box. That's going to take you to my companion blog post so you can get all the related resources, the links I'm going to hook you up with, and then you're going to subscribe to my newsletter to get that gift. All right. So if you feel that this information, again, is valuable to you, please like, comment, and share my video out with any place or anyone that you can think of that might benefit from this information. And remember to subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. Click the little bell so you get ding whenever I do a new video, okay? Thank you for joining me here today. As always, crystal blessings. Namaste.